Gavin, thoroughly deserved victory for this horse. It's been about 12 months, the boys were telling me, since his last win, but by golly, in the last 12 months he's competed against some very good horses and run some excellent races, and tonight it looked to be a drop in grade. It was just a case of wide draw and what was going to happen, and you were carting him back in the tail of the field, stalking them all, and he did the job coming over the top of them. Well done.
Yeah, no, thanks, Rob. Josh has done, and the rest of the crew have done a great job with him. He's always been a horse with good ability. Obviously, like all horses, they have issues behind the scenes that we on the track don't know about. But down in grade, yes, I probably agree with your sentiments there. Barrier 7's never ideal, but probably suits his race style a little bit. And second up tonight, he was always going to be driven conservatively, and just got a good run into the race. And he's above average ability, this horse, and with that run he was always going to be hard to beat.
Well, this horse here, tell us a little bit about him. That was his 25th start, 10 wins. His record speaks very well, looking at it on paper, and he continued to do the job well. And how do we see his future career?
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He came over from New Zealand, from Crandalgeddie, for the 2-year-old Breeders' Crown. As you can see, he's a 4-year-old, nearly 5, with only 25 starts. So we've had our setbacks, but you know, he's got a bit of X factor. He's just got that turn of foot that you think he'd be pretty competitive here at Metro level.
Yeah, looking at his racing pattern, is he best driven like with a sit and spring?
Yeah, for sure. He definitely feels better coming off the speed. He also grows about a length in front as well. So if he's in front, if he's coming off the speed, he's pretty dangerous.
Good to see this mare winning here tonight, My Lady Denver. She's been racing so well for a good majority of this season and continued to get better as the season's unfolded, and to win here tonight against pretty good company, did well.
Yeah, that's for sure, Rob. She's been going really well. You know, she's been really consistent at Melton, and she drew one tonight, and that helped because I didn't have to work as hard. She normally has to burn off the gate, and tonight I was able to just ease and wait for Kieran to come across, and that sort of. Then she had a bit left at the finish.
Well, the pleasing part too, she's probably the sprint courses seem to have been a good forte for her, but as we said, the season's got on at middle distance 2200 hasn't seemed to worry her, and tonight was a living proof of that.
Yeah, that's right. She has been the real surprise packet. She has just seemed to. I think she's just got stronger racing at Melton every week more than anything, because it's nothing different sort of changed, and that's just made her a little bit stronger.
It was certainly a lot of uncertain people not knowing which way the result was going. I know Anthony and the crew were certainly hoping it was going the photo finish their way, and Mark Pitt, another brilliant drive by you, Mark, and being able to drive the girl right on the line to victory. Well done.
Thanks, Rob. She was awesome tonight. We sort of had to put her into the race. Otherwise it was a favourite. Sort of probably would have got a little bit too easy a run. But she's just such a tough little filly. She's got a lot of high speed too, but she's just a beautiful little horse.
Well, 6 starts for 6 wins, and you can't ask for much more than that. And you've picked the drive up tonight, which turned out very nicely for you.
Yeah, no, it's been great to pick up the drive tonight. The Nostra whole crew of the owners and that, they've been great to me with the 2 fillies. So I'd just like to thank them and Emma and Clayton for sticking by me as well.
Well done, Kate. Took advantage of the draw, and he was out in front. He was the horse to catch, and he was able to hold them all off. Well done.
Yeah, it made a big difference when he led. He hasn't been showing. He's sort of galloped out a few starts ago and hasn't been showing his gate speed of late. But tonight, I couldn't hold him back. He just charged the gate, and once we led, we were always going to be hard to beat. We were able to control the race.
I was just a little bit concerned coming to the turn. It looked like they were closing in on him, and I thought there for a moment that he might not respond as well as I was expecting him to, but he certainly held him off all right at the finish.
Yeah, he always tends to lane a little bit on the corner, and then when he gets in the straight, he gets going. So he sort of probably did wait for him a little bit half out the straight, and that was, I thought he had a pretty good kick before that, but then he sort of got out in front by himself and probably laboured a little bit. But really happy to have him back in the winner's circle, and had a few problems on and off with him for the last year or so. So when we've got him right, it's really good.
Blue Sky Commander, to its credit, really made a dive at you at the finish, but you had a margin, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, it worked out good at the start. Had a little feeling that she may find the top, and then once we found some sections like that, she was probably always going to be a bit too zippy for them.
Yeah, she's a lovely horse for Anton Galino, and you've picked up the drive here tonight. And looking at her, she's had a couple of really good seasons, and plenty more to come for her.
Yeah, great to pick up a drive for Anton and Pat. You know when their horses come to the races, they're always going to be 100%. So she's a beautiful little mare to drive. She just trots like a little demon, and last time I drove her, she was an absolute pleasure, and she was the same tonight.
I'm sure the driver would echo my sentiments. That was a great win.
It was indeed, because as far as trotters go, he's still learning the trade, really. 15 runs, I think, something like that now. And, he keeps stepping up to the mark, and did me share of work off the arm early to get forward, and then got shuffled back. And first one to come through wide at the winning post, and I believe I had a good run into the race, but he was still very good in the straight. So, yeah, as we've said before, a lot of positive signs with this one.
Yeah, no doubt, and it just shows you sometimes good draws don't turn out to be good draws, do they? Because you're contesting the lead, and next thing you find you're back second, third, last.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, You put on the good money in these good races, and yes, it does evolve that way. You get the best horses, and they all turn up on the night in good order, and yeah, they're driven accordingly. Reputations mean nothing when you're in a good race.
That's right. Yeah, she's allowed to stay a little bit longer now, so that's good for me. She's just such a lovely horse to have. She's always been a good horse, and it's nice that she's continuing on her merry way and showing the form that she's capable of now. And really happy to have got her to train.
She might just like the Great Western smell of the wines, or the cold weather. I'm not sure.
the very fresh air. She's certainly got a coat on her like she's in the middle of summer. So lucky she's got a nice warm rug, because it's pretty chilly in those mornings. And she just looks a treat. She's just a pleasure to have. And tonight's run was really good. She probably had it all her own way, so she's entitled to win. And but she did it really nicely.
Well done, Chris. Not much more we can say other than he's an excellent, very, very good horse, and he just continues on his winning way.
He does, Rob. He's a beautiful horse, and he's got speed, and as we saw last start in the size, he's pretty versatile as well. So it was nice that he could have a soft run tonight, leading up to the breeders. Yeah,
well, he's got another few more weeks to go for the big Breeders' Crown, and at this stage he's ticking all the right boxes.
Yeah, that's for sure. As long as he stays well for the next month or so, he'll be, hopefully right here on final day. Yeah, thanks, Rob. That's about his grade these races, but he raced well tonight, and once he was able to kick up and hold the front, it was going to be hard for him to beat him.
Well, he's still lightly assessed from a M1 C8, but at the same time, he'd probably find it a bit tougher in that type of class.
Yeah, you know how good they've got to be, the M1s down here. But, Dean's happy for him just ticking along in the claimers and picking up a check, so he's doing a good job.
Got the job done well.
Yeah, that's right. Just got off the fence early and were able to work to the front mid-race, and it always felt like the winner.
She's her form in recent times on paper hasn't been anything special, but we do know, like we've seen tonight, when she's at her best, she certainly is very, very good.
Yeah, that's right. No, she's ran some really good races and against some high quality opposition in the past. So yeah, when she does produce her best runs, she's not a bad horse, that's for sure.